we go ahead and close up public comment. Thank you everybody for that. Next item on the agenda is action items. First one is approval of 5A, approval of debt writer. Hand up. Okay, that's from the last.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower the hand. Okay. This is Commissioner Stroman.
Yes, ma'am.
I move that resolution number 20-12-02, the bad debt write-off, be approved as presented.
All right. There's a motion to approve the
I second with this
resolution 2012-02 as presented. There was a second by Commissioner Bruck. Is there any discussion regarding the resolution?
Yes.
Please.
I noticed as I was going through and looking at person to person, we had a few that was very, very high, and that concerns me. And it seems that it's two different types. It's either rent-driven or maintenance driven, like they destroyed the apartment. And so some of them, like I looked at one that was 8,000, it was 4,000, 5,000, you get down to the threes, and then the little 200s and that. But what didn't make sense to me was how we got that. How does somebody accumulate that much in rent? How does that happen?
Like what was explaining earlier, that can be a management issue, and just not looking at, because the person could have been already moved already, or we just stopped taking their rent and was kind of slow in the court process. If the eviction moratorium is lifted at the end of this month, then we'll be sending a bunch of stuff to them, so we can go to court for these folks that's not paying.
Alrighty.
Okay. Let me ask. I was a little confused by one of the answers there. So you're saying we do have an itemized list of who is in what situation with regard to these rent payments?
We have a ledger, and they go through and they do an NTQ. First, we start with the highest balance, and now we're going down.
Okay.
And we do have a list of who owes what. So we are sending out notices to court every month.
Okay. All right.
Good job, yeah.
All right. So anybody else for this resolution?
Yes, one point of information. This is pertaining to the question that Ms. Brock said. So I have been, and also resident council, we have been working with Rachel and making sure that the people who are owing rent and the people who says that they owe this rent, we've been reaching out to them to make sure that all contact information is correct and that management has the correct information. We've also been putting them in touch with organizations that will pay any type of back rent. So that's
we also need the information. You need to send us paperwork that says this organization is helping them as well.
Yes, and that's what we told them, to make sure that you get that paperwork to let them know, because if you don't get the paperwork, you have no idea of knowing that that's what they're trying to do.
Absolutely.
Thank you, both of you guys.
That's good work. All right.
Looking out for the residents.
Last call for resolution 201202. All right. Hearing none. We need a roll call vote to accept.
Commissioner Willard?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Yes.
Commissioner Stroman?
Yes.
Vice Chair Brock?
Yes.
Chair Miller?
Yes, ma'am.
Motion carried. Everyone said yes.
All right. Next item on the agenda, let's see, let me roll back up here real quick. It's going to be 5B, approve of software new
on table, you guys.
I'm sorry.
Somebody's gotta.
Yes.
I'll open it up. You moving or supporting? I'm moving. Okay. I would support just for discussion purposes.
It's been moved and supported to bring 5B to the floor, 210101. Discussion regarding this resolution. Now, okay, go ahead.
Hey, no, what you're saying?
Well, I was gonna ask the board if they might have wanted to move this one. This one has got a lot of weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking that maybe we could at the very least move it to the end. If not, maybe hold off on this one here for a minute.
And that's what I was going to ask. Can we move this one until February? Because there's, I have to reach out to our current software company that we're using as well to get some information from them.
Okay. Well, that sounds wise. Let's do that. Okay.
I wish you had let her say that before we did all this. Now we have to take this off the table.
I'm sorry. I was trying to say it. I'm sorry.
All right.
I make a motion that we take.
I'm sorry. Someone else is
Can you put
talking.
the resolution up on the screen?
Oh, yes.
Please, robot him now.
Please. You have a hard
Look, everybody turn their head. Everybody turn their head. Everybody turn their head.
It's my puppy say.
Yeah, she all right.
There we go.
Okay. I make a motion to remove resolution number 21-01-01 from the table to a future date.
All right.
Or
It's been moved and supported to table the resolution 210101. Any other discussion regarding tabling the resolution?
You scroll down a little further.
All right. Hearing none. Need a roll call vote for two.
Commissioner Willer?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Yes.
Commissioner Stroman?
yes,
Vice Chair Rock?
yes.
Chair Miller?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And that takes us to 5C. Resolution 210102 for maintenance charges. Let us scroll. Scroll up. There we go.
Bring it on up.
Yep, almost did it. All right.
Mr. Chair, I would ask that the acting executive director give us some insight before we bring it to the table.
Fair enough. You have any information? Do you have anything specific you want to add?
No, it's just a lot. I was wondering if you just, what is it that we're going to make this a part of the ACOG, and you have, I'm being clear, but you've discussed this with residents. You know, it's a lot here, and I'm saying that it should be in their lease. And I'm just saying, I don't want anybody to be caught off guard that we have some more write-offs because they weren't aware of all of this. But, is it a part of the lease? Is it a part of the ACOG? Or will we be adding this or what?
Oh, this was done in 2008. So what we did is just update it.
This is an update.
Yes. Because this is. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Mm-mm.
Well, you got the info. We listening.
Okay. So, this was done in 2008. So we just did some updating and made it, like for an example, this here. So I know when we talk to the resident services, which is awesome, and they talk about the trash and all of that, and it was not, I didn't see anything everything in place. What the charges was, if residents leave their garbage cans in front of their unit and not pulling it back to where it's supposed to go within those 24 hours. So that was put in. And this basically
what was the fee for that though? That was $920, I know.
No. The first offense was $25. The second was $45. I was trying to go ahead.
Okay, where does it say that? Because I don't see that.
It's right on the screen. Can you see it on the screen?
It's failure to move trash on curbside, first offense.
Yeah, 25, 45.
So
Look at the first one, removal of debris.
right.
I've been trying to make 27 plus 5 equal 25 and it don't work for me. Is that a typo?
It's a typo. That's just a typo. Of course, it's a typo.
Okay.
Fix that. Well, and what we did is can I jump in, Tamika?
Okay.
Acting Director. We moved the rate for the hourly rate from $20, which has been forever, to $27, which is more representative of what we're paying per hour for labor and benefits. So you'll see a change there from the $20 to the $27 per labor hour.
So once we changed it, it wasn't a lot. I can show you what was from 2008 to what it is now. It's not a huge change.
Right.
I am going to ask, anytime changes like that are made, that you highlight that some kind of way so we can see what the previous number was. You know, if it's just another number in red or something somewhere, so we know it, so we don't have to go back and look for archive documents to compare it to.
Because it threw me off when you said the subject and this is going to be the scheduled replacement. You have effective date and it revised, but you didn't have an original date, which was an update from 2008, right?
Yes.
Okay, because when you do it like that, it sounds like it's brand new. And that's why I was asking, was it a part of the ACOG or the lease or something? Because it had me confused.
No, it was last time it was updated or anything done was 2008.
Good. I certainly agree that something has to be done about our units.
Yeah.
Because they're going in the brand new units and tearing it up faster than we can keep up. So something has to be done about the intentional or the not watching your children or whatever is going on when you have, doors completely off, and the hardware is still intact. Somebody's taking the doors off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? So something has to be done, and it does cost money to do it. So I'm okay with some kind of fee.
I agree on a certain extent. Like for instance, the refrigerators. I don't agree on.
Can you bring that up, Director?
Can you see it? It's up there.
Refrigerator?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There's your refrigerator. Okay.
I mean, yes, if it's defaced, I can see, something like that. But sometimes we have people that have had the same refrigerator in their home since they moved here, like in 2006, 2007, never had the refrigerator replaced or never had anything done. I mean, that would actually be under wear and tear, but if someone else came in and decided that it wasn't wear and tear, it wouldn't be fair for them to have to pay a charge for a refrigerator.
It says residence misuse. So residents of the yes. So if they go in there and damage things, if they go in there and they just tear up the refrigerator, and regardless if it's been for 7 years, and they go in there and they just tear up the refrigerator, and it was not normal wear and tear, we got to charge them something.
I'm not saying that. It's not that I don't want to charge them something, but what I'm saying is you don't take refrigerators out of the units. So, and sometimes they don't. don't get checked all the time, and they need to before someone else moves in. Because I know for a fact they don't get checked like this. So if you have somebody, I mean, like I said, you have people that have their same refrigerator that's been in the unit for years, but they don't complain about it. But then you call, and it's just certain things on here that I feel like the residents should be able to know before it gets, it's put in place. Certain things on here, yes, they need. But as it says on here, it's like you will be deciding if there's normal wear and tear or maintenance, whoever it is coming in, will be deciding if it's normal wear and tear.
Hang on one second. Hold on 1 second. Ms. Moore, you all set? Hang on 1 second. You all set, Ms. Moore?
Yeah, basically, yes.
Ms.
So again, we're not talking about normal wear and tear. We're talking about if it's been a refrigerator that's been in there when they first moved in, and that refrigerator was probably a year old or whatever it was, and the refrigerator doesn't get cold anymore, then we're not going to charge them for that because that's normal wear and tear. But we come in there and they tore the refrigerator up and all the doors are broken, it's all dented up and everything is, and it's just damaged, then yes, that was not caused by Inkster Housing. That was caused by a resident. And that's with anything, regardless of what it is. If it's a lot of kids are throwing toys down on the toilet, and we have to remove the whole entire commode just to get that fixed, that charge gonna go back to the resident. Now, if it's something that, and it's normal wear and tear, and then, yes, we're not going to charge the resident. So, again, it's based on normal wear and tear, or if the resident's damaged.
Okay, yes, I understand that. I just have one other thing to say, if you don't mind. So, where it says keys not returned at the end of the lease. Now, I know for a fact keys were returned at the end of the lease. They give you a paper, you sign off, and get the keys back. But we have had instances where they said no keys were returned. So, I mean, like I tell them all, keep your paperwork when you sign off and you hand those keys to the housing aid.
So can we do this? Because we know what happened in the past. We're going to try to move forward. And so these type of items that will make sure that everything has a move. You have a move out, you have a move in checklist. So everything gets signed off. You turned in keys, I'm signing for whoever signed for it said you turned in keys. And that's documentation saying that you turned in those keys. So regardless if they lose their documentation, we still have it saying yes, they turned in 1 key or 2 keys, and we can write the number of keys that was returned.
Okay. All right.
Any other discussion? Yes, sir.
At the beginning of the lease, are there pictures taken of the units inside and out with the appliances? And also, are there pictures taken when the resident leaves the unit in terms of the lease is up? And also, are there pictures taken during periodical inspection?
Pictures are taken during housekeeping. Well, I just sent someone on housekeeping inspection, and pictures was taken on housekeeping inspection. Have not had any move-ins since I've been there, but normal practice, yes, you take pictures. And you have also a checklist of everything that was done, and you allow the residents to have a checklist for a couple of days, and they check off. If it was some things that was an issue or whatever, and they have that, and they turn it back in. And you even walk with the residents. With someone moving out, I've not had the experience with someone moving out since I've been there, so I don't know if pictures was taken prior.
Okay.
For the information, no.
Okay. Wait, what?
No.
What was that?
Usually when someone moves out, they have a checklist. They go over the checklist with you. You give them their keys, and then that's it. They do not take pictures showing that you left the unit, however the unit was left, where you left. You have to check the checklist, and then after you check your checklist and you hand in your 2 keys, when you were issued 2 keys, you give those 2 keys back. If you only turn in 1, they tell you that you owe for 1 key. But they do not take pictures or anything like that. They have not done in the past, I'll put it like that. So I don't know if this might be something that might be want to be utilized for the future, but prior, no.
moving in, if you get whiff of it, take pictures. I learned that from Judge Judy. Take that phone out and take pictures. You know, you don't want to leave anything to happenstance.
Yes.
All right.
Usually I don't get that information, so hopefully.
Well, the move-ins, you know, but the move-outs, you can, you know, that's what that's don't they communicate that sometimes.
Sometimes they do, unless they overwritten, they be sneaking out in the middle of the night. So other than that, I don't know. But
All right.
I will make sure that we try to utilize that to make sure that they know that this is how it's going to be from now on. And hopefully, I think it would be a good idea for them to get a copy of this to let them know that this is how much it will be, and maybe we won't have that many people tearing up stuff. Because when you have something that's in your face, letting you know that this is how much you're going to have to pay if you tear this up, or your child, you let your child tear this up, then maybe that would eliminate some of the problems.
Can I ask a question?
Hang on 1 second. Let me make sure the board is all set. Is everybody okay with this resolution?
I want to know how this is going to be communicated to our residents. Are they getting a copy of it? Is it something, I see they have to sign, so I know it's going to be part of the lease packet going forward, but what are we going to do about our current residents? Is this information already in? I know it's in their lease or damages, they have to replace them. I know there's some damages in there saying that they're responsible for them, but how are we going to ensure that they get the new scale? How are we going to ensure that they get that?
Well, again, with this, because we have research and we have new leases that we're trying to do that will be a part of this packet as well.
Okay.
To try to get this out to the residents.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Chair Miller?
I've been talking about this since I came aboard.
Chair Miller,
Who was that?
this is DeSella. Scott, if I...
Hang on 1 second before we go back like that.
It's pertaining to this, though.
I can appreciate that. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead, Julie.
Okay, since I'm still new to Inkster housing, and I do get calls, my only question is, basically, what Commissioner Brock said, would this go out ever in the rent statements? Because I know we put attachments in there. No? Okay. No. Okay. Thank you.
Why didn't we get his form of communication?
Because we want signatures.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that is going to be disseminated with the review of the lease.
With the review of the lease or recertifications, interims,
Okay.
coming in and say hi to me. Whatever it is.
That works. Come on and say hi to me.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. So, Ms. Scott, now Norm, we gotta kind of be careful going back and forth like this. But go ahead.
I appreciate it, Chair. Well, you know, I've been a resident since 2003, and then it's been a lot of wear and tear along the way. You know, naturally, not from me and my children, like the porch, for instance, or whatever. But make a long story short, I have a contractor that came out here, and he actually did evaluation on the whole house, and he took pictures, made notes, documented everything, and then I guess went back to whoever, at the agency, and I guess discuss what is what with the price, and something was the breakdown now or whatever, it will probably be negative on my end. So they are recording it now. I mean, I could speak for that contractors, because I had a lot of work done and they're still in my unit. So, and I know one of them was they had to rebuild the porch and paint it. So
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I want you to be careful. We don't want to get too specific into.
oh, okay.
If it's something general, I don't want to get too specific into what's going on with your specific.
Okay, thank you.
But no, we appreciate it. Next resolution item 210102. Hearing none.
So I will move that resolution number 21-01-02 be approved as presented.
Alright.
I second.
Alright, it's been moved to second. Okay. Alright. And there was no other discussion. I know we did that before, right?
We discussed first.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was done before.
Yep. Alright.
Okay. Commissioner Willard,
Yes.
Commissioner Moore,
Yes.
Commissioner Stroman,
Yes.
Vice Chair Brock,
Yes.
Chair Miller,
Yes, ma'am.
motion, all yes.